Good afternoon, potato chips. Wee Paddy from across the shock, and I'm back at you this morning with another nice video. This is an open tag from a fella you'll see in the title is Singing Toad. Great name for a channel, by the way. And he's just not new, but he is just, he's just picking his feet up and getting into the community. And if I could ask you before I do this video, because I'll probably forget if I don't, go over to his channel and have a look at what he's got. It's not just Swiss Army knives that you've seen in front of you and in the title, but he does lots of other knives, and he has a beautiful demeanour and just a really nice man. So that's the Singing Toad, or Singing Toad. It's not the Singing Toad, Singing Toad on YouTube. Now, I couldn't have done this video 2 weeks ago probably, because I wouldn't have had 5, but I'm a kind of an addict. Now, I know you're going to sound really surprised that I'm telling you I'm an addict, but once I start in something, I just go full hog into it. And I can now choose between some of the knives I've got, the Swiss Army knives, and I've more coming, because that's me. You don't go half measures, just go all out. So maybe somebody can agree, that, or not agree, somebody can accept that that is a problem. So here we go, my top 5 knives. I'm not going to spend a lot of time because I don't know enough about them yet, but I'm going to. I'm just collecting a few to get me started. So this was one of the first that I really liked. Now, I love the wee classics, and they're great for key rings, and my wife has one, and I have a couple. They're nice wee knives, but they're not what I would call my favourite knives. Just clean that blade. So one thing with these knives, the blades definitely get... This is just a single blade. Absolutely an Alox. It's a 93mm or a 94mm. Again, not one. I think it's 93, but it is a beautiful little pen knife. It is so thin, slips in your pocket. You'll never know it's there, and it'll do most of the jobs I need to do any day. And I keep saying that because it's just the truth. I don't hard use them. If I get a big batch of boxes, I'll not take this with me down to the dump. I'll take a bigger, more capable knife, but this will do my everyday tasks, my EDC, and that's what these are. These are going to be part of my new EDC collection because I've really got into the way of carrying them as a secondary knife. So there's the first one. That is the Solo. I think that's the right name I've got for it there. The next one I'm going to show, and these are in no particular order because I haven't used them enough to get an order for them. This is the second one. And this is the secondary or pen knife, cracking little thing. You've got 2 blades. Again, this will do me, even the size of this will do me all day long, but I just love the feel of the knife. And again, it's a single layer, it's really thin, slips in the pocket. You just genuinely don't know they're there. So there's no weight to them. I'm not even going to weigh them, it's not worth it. There's nothing there. It's well under an ounce, I would have thought. But what a lovely little knife, and there's a wee black slip that goes with it, and I can just throw it in my pocket as a secondary knife, or a knife that I hand somebody else to use, rather than my good knife, my carry knife. So there's a little secondary. We'll put her up there. Now, next is an absolute stonker, and I really, really like this knife. I can't really get that. There it is. Oh, I'll turn it up the other way, and then you can see my PPP on the scales. This is in brass, and this was made by Parallel. I'll put their name down in the description. They sent me this to review. It's just a Rambler with the brass scales. It's flipping awesome. I love having this little Phillips screwdriver here, the ordinary screwdriver and file, the knife and the blade. It's cracking. And having them brass scales, I don't know, it just sort of makes it... I know it's a small, delicate knife, but it makes it so substantial feeling. I just love it. Absolutely love this. And this has been getting an awful lot of use. I haven't been out a lot, but it's been getting an awful lot of use around the house. Love this knife. Really do love it. So we'll set that one there. And then we're going to the last 2. And I'm going to add another wee bit in there. When you're on YouTube and you meet people who live locally, I've only managed a bloke that lives a fair bit of mile, over 20 miles away. Well, I've actually met, through Swiss Army knives and through starting to talk about them, a man in my own town. He doesn't have a YouTube channel. He's called Justin. That's all I'm going to say at the minute. But he's a SAK collector. Now, he collects other knives as well, but mainly SAKs. We spoke on Instagram, I think it was. And then we decided we'd have a meet. I invited him round the house and bring a box of knives with him, and we could sit and have a chat in a wee knife room, which I must do a video of very shortly. Anyway, he came round. What a lovely fella to have round your house. And he brought this box of SAKs that would make anybody jealous. There was just this huge big workbox, and they were all nicely laid out and lovely padded. Oh, it was a dream to see somebody else's collection, because I don't get to see that. You know, anybody that's got people near them or they can go to meetings. So now I've got a friend. Although he's not on YouTube, I envisage keeping in contact with him. He was a really nice man. I found him incredibly easy to talk to, and hopefully we'll meet up every now and then. And he is very knowledgeable, so I'll be able to get knowledge from somebody local, which is nice. But what he did do during the week when I talked to him, he says, you know, what are you looking for? And I says, well, I'm just about to start into whittling, but a lot of the knives they've got too many stuff on it that I don't particularly want to use. And he said, well, can I make you one? Another little thing that he does. Now, he doesn't do this it's just for friends. And he said, can I make you one? And I said, oh, that would be amazing. So I told him what I wanted, and he's got one, and he brought it with him on the night. Absolutely amazing. I can't believe it happened. That's what this knife community is all about. Things happen so quickly. I get addicted so quickly. But while he was also here, I bought another knife off him that he had for sale because I like blue ones. I forgot to ask what it was called, and I didn't do any investigation work, but I'm sure, I don't know whether it's a Spartan or something like that. It might be just a Spartan. It's got the owl, the big blade, and the bottle and the can opener on it. I just love it. It really is. I love that blue Alox. Is it Alox or Alox? Alox, I think. But really, really gorgeous knife. And it's just 2-layer. It doesn't weigh that much at all. Really, really pretty knife. Love it. But the pierce de resistance, I'll put that over there, is the one that he made for me and had it around, you know, within a couple of days. And there it is. This is what I call a whittling knife for taking out. Oh, I'll just get rid of that. Look at this, lovely green scales. And I really am enjoying getting the different colours, you know, and making a collection up. I mean, there's 5. I didn't even realise that. They're all different colours. It's not just class. I just think it's lovely that you can brighten up your collection. So I'm going to go for other colours as well. As I'm learning about what the older ones are, because there's no point in me buying them at the minute because it doesn't mean anything to me. But to get this handmade, it's on 2 springs. It's got the corkscrew and the wee eye screwdriver there, a small pen blade, a bigger pen blade, and a saw. Isn't that a great knife to throw in your pocket if you're just going out for a walk with a missus, or I'm taking the dog for a walk? Find a bit of wood, sit down, you can do whatever you want. Or if you find, you know, a branch, you can cut a bit off to do whatever you're going to whittle. I just think it is fabulous. And nobody else, well, maybe other people have it, but this was made up for me. He put this together for me, and I am so appreciative. And it was a joy to get given it, and it'll be a special, special little knife. And listen to that snap. Isn't that lovely? And the lovely green scales. So, there you go. There's my favourite 5. Thank you very much to the Singing Toad for inviting me to join this. Well, it's an open tag, but I'm leaving it open tag as well. But this is another fella that's coming around and wants to get involved. So it's our duty, in my head, it's our duty to give them a bit of support. And that means do a video, do an open tag, let them know you've done it, and it brings them into the community. If you're just watching this and you want to see somebody else who's a really nice man, did I say somebody else? Maybe I'm not nice, but anyway, if you want to meet a really nice man, he's the man to go to. The Singing Toad, not the Singing Toad. Why do I keep saying that? Singing Toad on YouTube. Please go check him out. Give him a little sub and say, Paddy's Crew sent you. Take care very much. Take care very much. Oh, my gob is not working. All the best. I'm away. Cup of tea needed badly. Bye-bye.